day. The Shoprite Group head office is located in Brackenfell in the Western Cape, South Africa. Thank you for inviting us to participate in the 2020 Global PMO Awards. We are excited to share our journey with you. In the Journey section, we provide you with information about the Shoprite Group and our corporate strategy, the PMO vision, mission, and objectives, plus our PMO history. In the Client Service section, we share the PMO organizational structure, the role of the PMO in Shoprite, and the services that we offer to the project management community and the rest of the organization. In the Best Practice section, we discuss the Gartner assessment that we conducted, our progress to date, and what we are working on to mature our PMO to a Gartner Level 3 PMO. In the Innovation section, we reflect on the challenges, lessons learned, and the solutions that we put in place to address our challenges. In the Community section, we give an overview of how we ensure an engaged project management community, more information on our culture, and our focus on knowledge sharing. In the Value Generation section, we show how our PMO has ensured that we deliver more projects that are aligned to our company strategy, the business benefits, some of the awards that we've won recently through the efforts of our PMO, and our next steps. Welcome to our journey. From the moment that the Shoprite Group opened its very first stores in 1979, it had a bold vision for the future, to deliver low prices for our customers across the African continent. This vision would see the group grow from strength to strength with new acquisitions and innovative expansion strategies, building it into the leading food retailer it is today. Our group of wholly owned subsidiaries constitute the largest fast-moving consumer goods retail operation in Africa. Our more than 147,000 employees work to serve customers across all income levels through numerous retail brands to meet the diverse needs of shoppers across all market segments. This comprehensive range of food, household products, technology items, furniture, pharmaceuticals, and financial services has resulted in our stores becoming one-stop shopping destinations where consumers can enjoy the lowest prices, value for money, and convenience all under one roof. With more than 2,934 outlets in 15 countries across Africa and the Indian Ocean Islands, the Shoprite Group have served 1.12 billion customers over the past year, and we have sold 7.6 billion products during this period. The group continues to seize new opportunities for growth and plan even greater success in the years to come. The Shoprite strategy is supported by the following three strategic drivers: to build a smarter Shoprite, to close gaps in key segments, and to win in the long term. These drivers are supported by 7 objectives to ensure the continued future growth of Shoprite. To support an evolving retail giant, the Shoprite PMO had to adapt to support the growing needs of the business. We started off as purely IT PMO and evolved into an enterprise-wide project portfolio management office. We therefore had to expand our stakeholder base across the retail value chain, our body of knowledge, our processes and procedures, our tools, templates, and the number of skilled resources that we employ. The PMO vision is to drive greater business value by rapidly delivering high-quality projects with cost efficiency, in close partnership with the business. The PMO mission is to provide an enterprise-wide approach to identify, prioritize, communicate, and successfully execute a portfolio of programs and projects that are aligned with our business strategy. The PMO objectives are to improve the maturity of the PMO, continuous improvement of the portfolio management across the group, improved resource capacity and demand management, continuous successful project delivery, improved project cost management, and to mature the benefits realization of projects and programs. The Shoprite PMO manages and drives the implementation of all the strategic and legislative programs or projects for the Shoprite Group. But this is not the beginning of our story. From 2010 to 2013, the PMO at Shoprite was an IT PMO and only focused on infrastructure and IT delivery projects. Over time, we realized that the PMO managed fewer IT projects and more technical projects that enabled business initiatives. These initiatives needed to be business-owned and it had to align to business objectives. At this point, our PMO only liaised with the infrastructure stakeholders. The PMO needed to evolve and work more collaboratively with the business. Due to increased demand and capacity, more focus on project prioritization was needed. Project prioritization was initially determined by the senior executives, but there was no enterprise view of projects and no central visibility of project budgets or benefits. PMO resources did not get involved in establishing the feasibility of projects or the completion of business cases. From 2014, we needed to ensure that Shoprite could deliver its future strategy. So that is when the PMO started to operate at an enterprise level. To implement Shoprite's new way of working, all project funds and resources were directed to implement a single operating platform, SAP Retail, and other business transformation projects. These were managed by the Shoprite PMO. In 2015 to 2017, the PMO started to naturally evolve into a project portfolio management office. Project prioritization and prioritization forums were put in place, and standard project templates, processes, and tools were implemented. We knew that we needed to deliver the right project that aligns to the corporate strategy and to improve successful project delivery by focusing on what was needed and what was urgent. It was also critical to have the right resources with the business skills and experience to enable delivery. In 2018, we reviewed our templates and processes for project approval and implemented a PMO model aligned with the Gartner model. All senior executives received project management training, and we relaunched the Project Approval Committee, PAC, for project prioritization. Through focused engagement with senior stakeholders in the organization, we were able to refine the number of initiatives and identified and confirmed the top 10 projects that aligned to the company's strategy. The Shoprite PMO manages and drives the implementation of all strategic and legislative programs or projects for the Shoprite Group. We provide strategic partnership by facilitating informed decision-making. Recent and accurate PMO data informs, challenges, and supports our senior business managers. Portfolio planning and prioritization also guide business investment in the right initiatives for improved return on investment and better business value outcomes. The core focus of Shoprite's PMO is to support the business to reach their goals and objectives as quickly and effectively as possible. We deliver this by providing a holistic view of the critical path of projects and programs to the senior executives and impacted business stakeholders. The role of the Shoprite Portfolio Management Office is further to 1. Determine the right project mix that will meet the organizational goals. 2. Monitor the planning and execution of projects and programs. 3. Analyze the portfolio performance and how to improve it. 4. Balance the portfolio with initiatives that will address short-term and long-term goals, risks versus rewards, research versus development, and operational deliverables versus projects. 5. Provide information and recommendations to decision-making stakeholders. And 6. Evaluate new opportunities versus the current portfolio based on the project execution capacity. The Shoprite PMO offer the following services to the Shoprite Group and the wider project community. 1. Portfolio management. We guide the business executives to ensure that we deliver the right type of projects that aligns to the business strategy. We also ensure that we match the project with the right skills capability and competencies so that we can do projects right. We manage all new and existing projects and drive prioritization. We provide standard tools and templates to our project managers. We give project communication and stakeholder support. We also ensure that the correct governance frameworks are in place. We conduct regular project audits and peer reviews, and manage the dependencies across all projects. 2. Portfolio visibility. We have put real-time online portfolio and project dashboards and reports in place. 3. Project management. We provide suitably skilled project resources to projects and programs. We have created a comprehensive project manager's toolkit, which is a complete guide for all processes, procedures, methodologies, and SDLC. It also includes full onboarding and induction, project manager's toolkit, which project managers use on a daily basis. The toolkit contains information about the project lifecycle, the roles and responsibilities of all tasks, with links to relevant documents and templates. To ensure the ongoing upskilling of our PMO resources, we invite subject matter experts to present on their area of expertise and which steps to follow in certain instances. Regular reporting and evaluation on status, schedule, issues, risks, and financials are shared in face-to-face sessions. 4. Resource capacity and demand management. We have a capacity manager who manages the recruitment, onboarding, training, coaching, and mentoring of project resources based on demand. We make use of contractors to ensure that we can maintain a flexible resource structure. We also second resources on a full-time basis, when needed, to specific initiatives, such as business analysts and change and communication managers. 5. Implementation. We make use of standard processes, tools, and templates to simplify project implementation. We use fit-for-purpose project execution and implementation methodologies, which is agreed with the business sponsor and with the business owner upfront. 6. Business support. When the impacted business managers create awareness and share project impacts at internal Shoprite conferences or at face-to-face sessions, the PMO communications help to draft the necessary key messages and to deliver any required collateral like posters, information emails, and handouts. At Project Go Lives, teams of business and process specialists are sent to handhold the end users at the Go Live sites when deemed necessary. Conference call hypercare support meetings are scheduled on a daily basis for a minimum of 2 weeks after Go Live between the on-site resources and with head office managers and specialists to ensure that we can quickly identify and mitigate issues and risks across the group. Any process changes after issue fixes are communicated in English and in French and Portuguese to specific business areas via a standard communication template and from a specific mailbox to ensure that all end users know exactly which correct processes to follow. The PMO also facilitates the quantification and visibility of project benefits, which are managed by our finance department. We also facilitate workshops to document lessons learned and to confirm how to better align to best practices after each project has gone live. 7. Governance. The Shoprite PMO has standard tools, templates, and processes, such as change requests, in place and ensures that it is used and followed. The PMO holds weekly meetings with each project manager to discuss progress, issues, and risks to identify if any mitigating actions or PMO support is needed. Monthly audits or health checks are performed on all projects. Issue and risk management are managed at portfolio level. 8. Stakeholder management. Regular PMO stakeholder engagement sessions or forums are held to keep the business informed about the projects that are in progress, going live soon, or completed. There are also regular engagements with the Shoprite executives, project sponsors, and project owners to ensure alignment. The PMO also oversees the handover of project-initiated tasks to the business before a project goes live. In August 2018, the Shoprite PMO conducted a Gartner benchmark against PMOs of global retail companies of the same size and reach. Overall, the Gartner benchmark for these types of companies is 2.9. Too much demand and too few resources usually defines the environment in most organizations at level 2. People category. Work has started on formal resource capacity and demand management so that we can improve in this category. As mentioned earlier, we developed a project management toolkit that is used as part of our induction and upskilling program. As we usually recruit resources with the right skills and experience, we still need to put a formal curriculum and career path for project managers in place. To expand the number of skilled BEE candidates that we already employ, we recently appointed a junior project manager who is currently in a mentoring and coaching program. He will follow the formal curriculum and career path once it is in place. Technology category. The Shoprite PMO developed digital dashboards to make the following visible: the project portfolio status, the project's roadmap, delivery timeline of all projects, resource capacity, portfolio financials, issues, risks, milestones, late deliveries, business unit initiatives, etc. These help our teams and stakeholders to have current information available at all times to enable them to make informed business decisions. We automated the tracking of project deployment activities and created associated digital status dashboards for reporting purposes. This tool was developed internally to save cost on purchasing an external tool with the same purpose. We also implemented an automated and rules-based tool that performs quality checks on project plans. We also developed an app available so that stakeholders can view real-time reporting on their mobile devices. We also implemented dashboards to create visibility of all upgrades and system changes in IT to proactively manage hardware replacements and system changes. Relationship category. When we recruit resources, one of the criteria that we look for is exceptional interpersonal skills, as good relationships are critical for successful project delivery. Resources that have worked on recent projects and programs within the business and who have already built relationships with business stakeholders are appointed to similar projects. Successful stakeholder engagement is critical. Potential impacts on all business units are formally assessed at the start of any work to ensure that we identify all impacted stakeholders. Ongoing stakeholder analysis ensures that we include all relevant stakeholders in communications and decision-making. Practices and processes category. Business case development and project prioritization is in place. All projects are monitored with the defined and updated milestones, schedules, budgets, and issue and risk management. Multiple project management methodologies are used based on what is fit for purpose. The project approach is identified and agreed on up front. Business analysts focus more on business process improvement so that we can improve the organizational productivity, work smarter, not harder. Demand management has started and more work is needed on release management to increase the maturity of the Shoprite PMO. Value management category. A specific budget is available for projects and projects are approved and prioritized based on alignment to the company strategy or legislative imperatives. The benefits of each initiative is documented in the business case and manually tracked by the Value Management Office. Work still needs to happen to automate this process. The goal of the Shoprite PMO is to continuously improve the maturity of our PMO. Plans are in place and work has already started to increase the maturity of our PMO to Level 3, Initial Integration. When we benchmarked the Shoprite PMO against global standards in August 2018, we identified the following priorities to mature the PMO to Level 3 in each of the following categories: people, technology, relationships, practices and processes, and value management. Note: most of the items in blue font on this slide will be focused on in the future. The items in red font on this slide are deliverables that we have already implemented in the PMO or are currently in progress with. The items in green were highlighted as our Priority 1 items. Plans have been put in place to focus on these. A green tick highlights when work is completed. The items without a tick is still in progress or future work. On our journey to mature our PMO from Level 2, Emerging Discipline, to PMO Level 3, Initial Integration, we have already delivered the following. People category. We have reviewed our PMO organization and team size, identified the new skills that we needed based on the changing business needs, created the job descriptions, and recruited the roles. We have also reviewed our resource management process. We make use of a RACI matrix in all initiatives to ensure that role responsibilities are clearly understood. We use organizational change managers to determine impacts, training needs, and business readiness tasks. We use communication specialists to create awareness, communicate impacts, training information, business readiness tasks, and available support information. Technology category. We have a manual budget tracking tool in place. We've reviewed our project management tool suite and put a number of new automated tools in place, which improves the PMO efficiency and executive decision-making. Relationships category. We make use of a stakeholder engagement matrix plan, document and track all interactions. We have a formal project kickoff in place. Practices and processes category. We created a new PMO operating model over the last year. At project kickoff, we make use of a project checklist to agree the approach, methodology, and documentation outputs that are fit for purpose to help us follow a lean or just enough process. Project categorization is in place to ensure alignment with Shoprite's strategic goals. From a quality management perspective, we ensure that there is a quality management plan in place, and we've developed an automated quality management tool. From a stakeholder management perspective, all impacted resources are identified, and we have a stakeholder management tracker template to keep track of stakeholder support status and the actions needed to improve business support. We regularly review our practices and processes to determine how we can continuously improve them and put actions in place that are tracked. Value management category. We have templates in place for business case creation and support our stakeholders with the completion of feasibility studies and business cases. We do dry runs with the presenters before they present their business cases at the Shoprite board and at the project approval committee. We've developed an automated budget tracking tool. The reports are available in real time on a mobile app and is shared at a monthly financial management forum, where project benefit tracking, ROI model, and tracking are also presented. With each project approval committee, PAC, we use the learnings and feedback from senior Shoprite executives to enhance the information and suggestions on project prioritization to ensure improved decision-making. Some of the key challenges that we've dealt with over the past year: balance demand versus capacity. We have constrained capacity and we need to ensure focused delivery. We put a prioritization tool in place so that we can help the business identify which initiatives will give the best return on investment. Prioritize across the enterprise. We had to constrain scope and invest funding and resources wisely. We started to reflect project financials across the business so that senior managers can see the total project spend, resource allocation, and return on investment. This highlighted the need to curb spending by focusing our resources on the right things at the right time. Growing business as usual, BAU requirements. As the business grows, the demand for BAU work also increases. We therefore had to focus on the right BAU priorities. We put BAU reporting in place and regularly share this information with senior managers to facilitate the prioritization of BAU work. Focus and accountability. With the input of the business stakeholders, we identified the top 10 projects and put focused teams in place to ensure successful delivery. Unplanned projects, such as legislative initiatives, also needed to be considered and resourced. This had a cost impact, extra resources, or delay in other deliverables, as resources had to be reallocated. To stay on track with our prioritized projects, we pulled teams from different business areas to ensure delivery. Aligned to best practice standards. We had our PMO assessed by Gartner in August 2018. This exercise helped us to identify the specific actions needed to increase the maturity of the PMO. We needed to determine what we could deliver, how to be more transparent about initiatives in progress, and to honor the business priorities. And we needed to take our stakeholders along with us on this journey. Drive the collective objective. Strategic alignment and project prioritization based on return on investment and on the right capabilities for the business was critical. We therefore had to enhance our selection and prioritization criteria via the implementation of a prioritization tool. We used it to convince our stakeholders at the Project Approval Committee, PAC, to use its outputs to determine priority. 1. Automation. The Shoprite PMO automated project deployment activities through the electronic distribution of business readiness tasks and reminders, plus associated implementation status dashboards for reporting purposes. This tool was developed internally to save cost on purchasing an external tool with the same purpose. The PMO also implemented an automated rules-based online tool that performs quality checks on project plans. We also created an app that is available on mobile devices to view real-time reporting. 2. Knowledge transfer. To support the implementation of big programs, the Shoprite PMO created new project roles in Shoprite, such as the business anchoring team and subject matter experts, to provide input on existing business processes and to help create, sign off, and drive the implementation of new processes. Organizational Change Managers, or OCMs, are appointed to confirm impacts on roles and to help identify the key messages, change initiatives, and training necessary to help resources transition through change more smoothly. Communication consultants and in-house graphic designers to identify the best communication channels and communication vehicles and to formulate relevant communication messages. Project branding were introduced and standard communication templates are in place for pre- and post-go-live messages. Websites are designed and internal newsletters created to share important information with impacted internal and external stakeholders. Face-to-face classroom training are delivered and training material is developed. E-learning training was introduced via on-site kiosks. Cross-skilling of super users before projects go live. Visit sites that have already gone live to experience lessons learned. 3. Regular stakeholder engagement forums. Biannual approval committee forum. Regular portfolio prioritization sessions, quarterly or as needed. Monthly financial and benefits realization meetings. Monthly cross-functional meetings to share timelines, impacts, and progress. Monthly steering committee meetings. Monthly business changing champions and business anchoring meetings. And weekly project meetings. 4. Electronic dashboards created. Enterprise-wide project roadmap. Portfolio dashboard. All financial statistics, issues, risks, milestones, and late deliveries. Business area project dashboards. And implemented dashboards to create visibility of all upgrades and system changes in IT, to proactively manage hardware replacements and system changes. 5. Business readiness. Created a new roles. Business readiness managers to help the business determine which readiness tasks are needed per initiative and per work stream. Responsible to ensure that all responsible resources know what they need to do and to report on progress. And business readiness dashboards implemented to create visibility on progress. 6. Go live support. Change agent networks put in place to ensure that initiative go lives run more smoothly. The change agents receive super user training and support end users at go live. Hypercare support meetings put in place. Daily teleconference with sites that go live to determine which issues are experienced and to have a team of experts in place to resolve each issue soonest. To continuously create an engaged project management community in the Shoprite Group, we focus on the following key actions. 1. We engage with stakeholders from all over the business to identify which areas are impacted by any initiative. 2. Once this is confirmed, we identify the impacted stakeholders and document, track, and manage all concerns, issues, and risks on a stakeholder tracker. We also have clear roles and responsibilities for the resources that are responsible for stakeholder engagement. 3. We create a stakeholder engagement plan for each project to ensure regular consultation to keep all stakeholders informed and to manage their expectations and priorities. 4. We find that it is very important to know your stakeholder, such as what are their individual engagement preferences and their perception of success. We develop close relationships with them so that we can increase their confidence and minimize uncertainty. This enables quick decision-making and problem-solving, as close working relationships create trust in the process and in the project outcomes. The Shoprite PMO drives the following ways of working across all initiatives to ensure that the Shoprite culture remains vibrant and healthy. Project Values Ways in Working aligns to the Shoprite values and ways of working. A Center of Excellence, or COE, with skilled resources are put in place to support the end users. Hypercare support, experienced on-site resources connect daily with subject matter experts at head office to resolve issues. Formal pre- and post-go-live communications are drafted and distributed to the impacted stakeholders. The Stakeholder Tracker document is used to capture all impacted stakeholders that need this information. This document is also used to confirm which end users need training. Roadshows to impacted users are held, led by senior business managers. Roll cards and RACI matrix for project or program resources and for end users are put in place to ensure daily clarity, responsibilities, and alignment of expectations. On large programs, organizational change managers identify impacts and barriers to change that need to be addressed. Where needed, a change agent network with a change champion, a business anchor, subject matter experts, and a dedicated business analyst is allocated per work stream to provide process and business input and to help drive business change and transformation. During the rollout of big programs, we also have business readiness managers and super users who provide support to end users to reduce the time it takes for the business to adapt to business and system changes. These resources receive Train the Trainer training at head office so that they can support the end users before, during, and after go live. These resources help to embed practical, on-the-job training and knowledge sharing. A formal business readiness assessment is done and required tasks are captured in our automated business readiness tool, which sends email reminders to remind the responsible person when actions are due. A digital dashboard gives a clear view of implementation readiness. And regular forums are established to create an inclusive environment. Through the sharing of critical information, we equip and enable our employees to perform optimally, which is why, no matter what challenges we face, there is a can-do culture at Shoprite. Shoprite resources put plans in place, adapted if necessary, and deliver. The Shoprite PMO shares and encourages the sharing of knowledge in the following ways. The PMO implemented a monthly program portfolio briefing pack to the Shoprite executives. This pack provides visibility of all completed projects, active projects, and new projects at an enterprise level. On some of the big programs, a monthly briefing pack is also shared with the executives and impacted stakeholders in the business to provide them with progress and actions that they need to drive in their particular business areas. Onboarding sessions are held for business readiness managers, BRMs, and super users to provide more context about their projects and to share lessons learned from other business areas. They then share the information in their divisions to ensure that change transition happens more smoothly. Knowledge transfer activities are arranged at impacted sites and with resources that have already gone live to ensure cross-division knowledge sharing. Handholding are arranged at go-live sites. People that have already gone live and business and process experts are on site to share practical experiences and learnings. They engage daily with the Hypercare support team at head office via a teleconference to resolve go-live issues at that particular site. A formal lessons learned workshop is held after each phase or go live and as part of the project closeout process. These learnings are documented, shared in face-to-face sessions, emailed to stakeholders and divisions, shared on the initiative portal website, and kept in an online repository so that teams with similar projects can access at the kickoff of their projects. Our project managers also share lessons learned at face-to-face sessions with other project managers in the PMO. Important information such as project progress, status, and actions needed by forum attendees are shared at the monthly BAT, Business Anchoring Team, and Change Champion forums. People from different divisions and business areas are brought together to quickly resolve issues that impact on the whole of the business value chain. To increase awareness of initiatives wider than the impacted project communities, business owners also share information about initiatives at the monthly open sessions, which all the staff at head office may attend. This slide depicts the alignment of the projects that we've completed in the past year to the Shoprite corporate strategy. When comparing the completed projects with the current active projects, you can clearly see the increase in the number of projects that are aligning to the strategic drivers due to the efforts of the PMO. Note that most of the work on our high-performance teams are not dealt with as projects, but as business as usual or operational work. The rest of the active projects are focused on improving operational efficiency, customer centricity, and growing profitable revenue streams. The impacts of the PMO. Project resources create awareness of impacts as soon as possible to ensure that business areas have sufficient time to put more resources in place for specific times where needed, ability to flex. The PMO creates an understanding of project priorities and the role of the business in projects through regular stakeholder engagement sessions. We make it clear that we do not drive IT projects. All initiatives are business projects, and the PMO provides resources to help the business to deliver on the company's strategy. Business accountability and responsibilities in projects are clearer. There is agreement at executive level for business sponsors for all projects. The importance of the role of the sponsor is clearly communicated and understood. The PMO has created a more informed extended community, an inclusive environment, and we enable our staff to transition through changes more smoothly. The PMO creates visibility of all projects, project financials, project benefits, and group risks that originates from projects and programs. The PMO implemented a matrix structure to service projects more effectively and to deliver greater business value by increasing speed to market. We regularly share good news stories about successful project deliveries with the business, which also helps to keep business areas that was not impacted by a particular project informed. Some other examples of where the Shoprite PMO adds value, benefits, and results to our clients, stakeholders, and to the Shoprite Group are: we realized that to achieve continuous successful project delivery, the business also had to mature their understanding of project management and their shared role in projects. At the start of each project, the role responsibilities per project phase are communicated to the project sponsor, project owner, business anchor, business analyst, and subject matter expert. We also make use of the RACI matrix to clarify roles and responsibilities on each project. Projects are aligned with the business strategy to ensure that we do the right work at the right time. We use the right mix of internal and external skills to save cost and time. Project activities have encouraged flexibility, collaboration, and cross-functional ways of working within the business. Improved reporting and dashboards enable project visibility and allows informed business decisions. A value management office was established to actively track business case benefits, and a new monthly forum was established to make project financials more visible. Project teams and project methodologies are fit for purpose. Appropriate governance and outputs are agreed upfront to ensure efficient delivery. Technology platforms are implemented that can help us scale and leverage future growth. We implemented methodologies, processes, tools, and templates, etc., and frameworks to accelerate project implementation. We have building blocks that can be reused. By including business resources in the delivery of projects and programs, we also upskill and enable the business to apply these methods to run operational initiatives. And improved governance also contributes to improved quality solution deliveries. From February 2018 to October 2018, we delivered 27 strategic projects successfully. From November 2018 to July 2019, we implemented all 16 strategic projects successfully, in budget and on time, and with good quality. The Shoprite Group won the Gold Award in the SAP Africa Awards Business Transformation category for the implementation of the SAP Retail program in 2018. This was an ERP system replatforming. The program scope included rollout to 1,778 stores, 15 countries, 9 DCs, 81,000 man-days of training. An IT platform replacement of this size was unparalleled. This improved our global competitiveness and laid the foundation for the future growth of the Shoprite Group. The Shoprite Group won more consumer awards in 2018 than any other supermarket in South Africa and was ranked 86th in the World Global Retailer Deloitte 2019 report. The Shoprite PMO proudly supports and enables the Shoprite Group to deliver on its goal to be the #1 retailer in Africa and everywhere else in the world, where we support our communities with good quality and affordable food and household goods. The SAP Retail Program, enabled and managed by the Shoprite PMO, won the Gold Award in the SAP Africa Awards Business Transformation category in 2018. This was a company-wide enterprise resource planning ERP system replatforming. The program scope included 1,778 stores, 15 countries, 9 DCs, 3,080 PCs installed in training venues, more than was used in the 2016 South African elections, 425,377 training interventions, 394,079 e-learning interventions, 31,298 classroom interventions, and the number of impacted users were 22,500. During Go Live 8, the most stores went live at one time ever in Europe or the Middle East or Africa. An enterprise-wide IT system replacement of this size was unparalleled to date. Next steps. To grow the Shoprite PMO to a Level 3 maturity PMO according to the Gartner model, we will focus on the following deliverables over the next 12 months. People category. Maturing our capacity planning and work with our learning and development business unit to determine the career path and curriculum for project managers. Technology category. Develop an online business case tool and a value management tool. Relationships category. Upon approval, we will arrange PMO roadshows to all the countries and divisions. Develop our KPIs and metrics, which we will manage, track, and make it visible to all our stakeholders. Practices and processes category. Develop an online tool to manage scope creep digitally and more effectively. And value or financial category. The online tool enables us to track projects and programs, ensuring the benefits and ROI will be more visible to senior stakeholders. In the meantime, we will continue to share this information via our existing forums and stakeholder engagements. Our biggest operational challenges are to optimize the demand for resources to deliver changes and enhancements, system software upgrades, and projects. We need to balance the project delivery mix, maintain an acceptable RAG status, manage issues and risks, plus ensure that all work is on schedule, on budget, and of an acceptable quality. To address these challenges, we have just implemented a change to our operating model. To support business, allocated resources into cross-functioning teams so that each team can concentrate on focused and agile delivery of the work in the different categories. Going forward, we will keep our hand on the pulse of the evolving Shoprite business and strategy, ensuring our services and deliverables continue to create business value by focusing on the rapid delivery of cost-effective, high-quality products in close partnership with our business stakeholders. The Shoprite PMO proudly supports and enables the Shoprite Group to deliver on its goal to be the #1 retailer in Africa and everywhere else in the world, where we support our communities with good quality and affordable food and household goods.